Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast Quick Bits. Today we're going to take a look at the Force Infuser and upgrading the Force Tome. As you can see, I've already done a little bit. I've seen a lot of people asking, what's the best way to upgrade the Force Tome? And I'm just going to show what I found worked for me the best. Your main thing is just getting to tier 4. Oh, to tier 4. Yeah, sorry, I had that listed there, and okay. Yeah, your main thing is getting to tier 4 to get to the IC2 battery. If we come over here and we battery, this guy right there, that's your main goal, is to get to tier 4. So you just use your coal and force nuggets and all that stuff on your tools. You get your tools. You start out low. You got this, and then you grab some sugar and some claws. You pop them in there, and you infuse it and all that stuff. And like I say, it's really easy to get to tier 4. The great thing about this is once this is done, instead of making a new pair of boots, you just toss them on the ground. Right click them with your force rod. See, force rod, and you get a brand new pair of boots that you can redo. So as you can see, I'm tier 2 now. So now you just, let's see, tier 2 is Fortune's glass bottle, bottle enchanting flint. Flint, I believe, is actually damage. So let's grab some flint. Can't believe I didn't have that already. Alright, and then we'll toss some. Oh no, that's grinding. So that would go. That's when you would switch over to like your force pick. Let's grab some coal, and yeah, that should be good. So we'll toss a little bit of coal in there, some flint, and since these are ones we haven't used yet, we'll actually get more points. You get more points for the first time you use an item for an upgrade. And so that'll upgrade, and since it's using more stuff, it's going to take a bit longer. It'll take more force liquid, and it'll take more power. So just keep that in mind while doing this, that you're going to be going through a lot of force and a lot of power, and probably some stuff. Alright, now the bad thing about these is once you upgrade an item, like one of these, it's done. You can no longer do anything with it. If you toss it on the ground and try to hit it with your force rod, you will just get a force shard. That can in turn be turned, into force in here, but yeah, it's no good. So I'm going to power through this. I'll get to tier 4, and then I will show you the rest. Alright guys, so as you can see, I'm at tier 4. It didn't take long at all. I was at it maybe 15-20 minutes. The hardest part of it is just waiting for this thing to do its thing. But yeah, we're at tier 4. So the next thing to do is to look at what we can use at tier 4. So we have feathers, IC2 batteries, soul wafers, and night vision potions. As I've said before, it's good to use what is unlocked at the next tier. So we will grab some feathers. We will grab night vision potion. I use the new, I'll use a feather, IC2 battery, soul wafer, and night vision potion. Not on the same thing because they don't go to the same thing, but like the soul wafer. Wait, no, the soul wafer goes on a sword. So let's grab a sword, throw the soul wafer on there, and then throw some, some heat and some damage, stuff like that, and infuse it, wait for it to finish. Yeah, like I say, the more stuff you put on it, the more, or the longer it takes, and the more liquid force and power you're going to use. So make sure you got quite a few force gems or something to keep this thing full. and then make sure you got a decent power supply. I think this thing uses 6 MJ per tick, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, there you go, Soul Stealer. And then you see that gave us quite a few points. So next, let's see, what is there? There's Feather, and that goes on armor. So we will put Feather and just some random stuff to go with it, just so you get that many more points. Yeah, Wing will give you Flight on armor. It's like creative flight for a limited amount of time. So yeah, we'll just upgrade that. And like I say, the more you do, the longer it takes, as you can tell. And then once you're done doing all the parts, you're gonna want to stick with the IC2 battery, and I'll show you why here in a second. At this tier, I believe it will give you right around 100 points per time you do it with the IC2 batteries. So let's throw those in there, and then just all IC2 batteries, and do that. And then it's going to take a while. It's going to take quite a while. But from here on out, this is pretty much what you do until you hit this one, tier 5. Once you hit the next tier, you switch out to energy crystals, and then do the same thing I'm going to do with this, with the energy crystals. Don't worry, you don't lose the energy crystals. So if that's something you're worried about, you will not lose them. As you will see once this finishes, if it ever finishes. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it takes quite a while at this stage. And then as you get more on here, it's going to take even longer. And done. Alright, as you can see, that's got it's chargeable now, so I could like stick it in something and charge it. But what I'm actually going to do is grab a force rod, toss those on the ground, and right click, and you get all your batteries back. And then, alright, yeah, that actually gave us like 150 points, give or take. But I believe doing it like this will give around 100 points. And like I say, once you reach tier 5, do the Ender Pearl, and then stick with energy crystals, just like I'm doing here with the batteries. And then, you hit tier 6, do the glowstone and the obsidian, and then do the energy crystals, keep doing energy crystals, and then hit this one, do the grafter and the thaumium shard, and then back to energy crystals, and just keep doing that. You infuse it with the batteries, you toss it on the ground, you get your batteries and the thing back, you toss the thing back in there and the batteries or the energy crystals, you hit go, and yeah, you go about doing something else. Once it finishes, you come back. It's extremely repetitive, but I found that it's about the fastest way that I have found. Like, I'm not saying this is the best way, I'm saying this is the way I do it. So yeah. And I think that's going to be about it. It's very easy once you get to IC2 batteries and energy crystals, because the IC2 batteries will get you to energy crystals fairly fast. Like I say, it's at 231. We'll let it finish and see just how many points these 5 batteries gives us. And come on. Alright, so that gave us about 25 points. So it's 5 points per battery, which, I mean, that's not bad. That's 25 points each time. So yeah, once you get to the energy crystals, I believe the energy crystals will give you more points each time you use it because it's a higher tier. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So there you go. Hopefully you found this helpful. Again, just to get to tier 4, all I was doing was tossing like some boots or something with a fortune, sugar, coal, and claw. Once I was able to use fortune at tier 2, Until tier 2, just take out the fortune, and then just use those 3 until you get to do that. Or, yeah. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. And then, yeah. So, again, hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you found it helpful. And that'll be it for today. Well, see y'all next time.